on, guys? It's almost 1:30 in the morning. About to start working on my F30. I got this car for $1,000. Basically just walked up to a random person's house, saw it in the yard, asked her about it. She said she was about to take it to a junkyard for $900. Told her I'd come get it for $1,000. Next day, I had it towed away. No crank, no start. Dash wouldn't even light up. But we got that running. I'll show you a clip of that in a second here. But today we're gonna put a new radiator in it. It's got a crack at the top of the radiator. Show you that. So when I got this car, it was a no crank, no start. Dash wouldn't light up. Nothing going on. Put a new battery in it. Same thing. Figured it was a ground strap. Got underneath it. Ground strap was corroded in half. Common issue on these cars. Went ahead and made my own ground strap, basically for free. I just had copper wire laying around from welding and whatnot. So put some eyelets on it, clamped them down, threw the ground wire on, and cranked right up. I'll show you a clip of that here in a second. Show you a clip of what it was doing. And if you got the same issue, then it's most likely a ground strap. And then I'll show you a clip of the fix. The ground strap is on the passenger side. You can see it right here. Goes from the transmission to the chassis. These will corrode in half. They'll get all green and nasty. So I kind of just made my own. You can see, and it's certainly not perfect, but car cranked right up. Probably won't ever have an issue with it again since it's got a sheath on it. But if you're having a similar issue, you can make your own. You can get one from the auto parts store. You don't necessarily need the BMW one. See that? Broke off inside the hose. So when your coolant hoses get brown like that, they're gonna break. 100% gonna break. Also, you might be able to see the hairline crack in the radiator right there now. Yep. So that's a radiator replacement. Thankfully, I bought this hose right here, so no big deal. Once you got all the stuff connected, disconnected, pull that up, and I can put it over now. So there's a clip right here. You kind of just pull up on it, push up on it, comes right out, you'll see it. Fuck you. Back on the F30. Got the right radiator. About to go in now. Crank her up, bleed the coolant. Would take her for a drive, but yeah, it's going crazy outside right now. There's my E92. Post more about that at some other point. Radiator's in. You just kind of gotta work it in there. Slides right in. Connect all the hoses now. A couple there, this guy right here. 2 on the bottom. Then the thermostat connects all the way down there. Oh yeah. All the hoses are on. Time for a fan. It is a total pain to get it around the turbo inlet. Coming out is way easier than going back in. But that's all things. The $1,000 F30 is back. Got new coolant hoses, new radiator in it. Everything's looking pretty good. F30 back in action. No leaks so far. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go into the car and we're gonna do the old water pump, electric water pump. Key on, foot on the pedal for 10 seconds, heater all the way up. You can hear it going. I've already ran it, it got pretty hot. You can see it's pretty hot, smoking. Once that finishes up, we'll be good to go. We're back and we're taking the F30 for a drive. Test it out, see how she handles after all the maintenance done to it. I got her on some random E39 wheels. Tires right there, they've been sitting for 2 years, so they're kind of messed up. Got brand new tires here, they're gonna get them mounted tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and take it a drive, get some clips, see how she handles. All right, so we're coasting in the F30, $1,000 F30. Feels decent for 180,000 miles. Nothing leaking off the radiator and the hoses and everything, nothing's leaking. I just put the E39 wheels on it. Feels decent. Had to put hub adapters on it, but I had some to spare. We're gonna let her warm up and we're gonna do a couple pulls. See what she does. Oh shit, I need gas. We're gonna go to the gas station real quick. Brakes do not feel good. Fuck. Shift's really good for 180,000 miles. Holy cow. No flaring at all on the shifts. Absolutely no flaring on the shifts. A little bit of thump when I let off the gas though. Didn't do it that time. Might be a mount issue. Might have to change the rubber mounts out. Feels really good. I mean, for blown shocks and 180,000 miles, it feels really good, which I'm actually really surprised. So I'll probably end up doing a transmission service. Probably never been done. Definitely gonna need to do the brakes. They're not good. Not good. And honestly, if this thing runs pretty good tonight, if it's solid, I don't really have any major issues with it. I'll probably end up doing doing full bolt on and MHD. I don't see why not. I don't even know where this road goes. Shit. We ain't gonna find out either. Wish I had a backup camera. Oh, about to put it in the ditch. All right, let's get her in manual mode. We're on these back roads back here. I love this road. But my brake light's on because the brake pad wear sensor is disconnected, I believe. And my tire light's on because I put on wheels that don't have TPMS sensors in them, the E39 wheels. So that's why that's on. Airbag light, I got no idea. I'll have to look into that. I have no idea why that's on. Everything's connected, so we got something going on with an airbag light on the passenger side, but I mean, who needs airbags anyway? Fuck it, right? All right, we're gonna do a fourth gear, see what she does. Oh yeah, dude. Power comes on nice. All right, we're gonna do second gear. We're gonna let this car get some distance. Oh yeah, I mean, that seems like it's about right for stock. I mean, it feels a little fast, but I haven't owned one of these cars in a long time. I got an E34 540i. That's 6-speed. That's basically the only car that I drive. Well, I think that'll wrap it up for my first video. I'm gonna go get some food and order some Go Fast parts. Probably order a couple maintenance items, transmission mounts, fluid for the transmission, filter, and I already got spark plugs and coil packs. I'm gonna order some Go Fast parts. That'll be my next video. I'll put all that on there, and then we'll see if it blows up with a tune at 180k miles.